Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. Hi buddy, my name is Najwa Fatima. You can call me Najwa or Jua for shorter. I'm from 12A and my number absentee is 31. So guys, in this video, I want to share you about English lesson with subject pronunciation. Basically, what is pronunciation? Pronunciation is the way we speak a word or a sound of the word. We have vowels, which means vocal sound are A, E, I, O, U. But it's more than this. They are less softly spoken, or we know that's called soft-spoken boy or girl, right? For the example, a, cup, a, sit, e, happy, a, but, you. Actual, then, got, about, then, tense, stronger spoken. For the example, a, father, e, see, you, two, a, cat, saw, hear, fear, then, diphthong is gliding vowels or double vocals. For the example, a, say, I, my, you, go, wow, now, way, boy, ear, near, air, hair, peer. The second, we have consonant. There are a voice consonant. For the example, P to be mop, K to be kick, T to be to be coach, F to be fan, T to be 10, S to be 6, to be sure, H to be happy. And voice consonant. For the example, B to be mop, K to be kick, T to be do, V to be fan, D to be dam, Z to be zoo, Sh to be vision, J to be jam. And for the simple example, L, like, M, man, N, nine, ring, R, rat, Y, yes, and W, wine. And the third, we have pop song, like a popping or such a Coca-Cola in Arabic. For the example, P, cap or lap, T, got or sit, B, cab or lab, D, God or Sid. And last, we have final sound. For the example, C is dance vowels, No is diphthong, Mud is voice consonant, D and mouth are lax and voice consonant. Okay, so far, do you got it guys? You must be learn more about pronunciation so you can speak English well. Like this, I will read the text, so please listen to me. The fable of preacher who flew his kite, but not because he wished to do. A certain preacher became wise to the fact that he was not making a hit with his congregation. The parishioners didn't seem inclined to seek him out after service and tell him he was a pansy. He suspected that they were rapping him on the quiet. The preacher knew there must be something wrong with his talk. He had been trying to expound in a clear and straightforward manner, omitting foreign quotations, setting up for illustration of his points such historical characters as were familiar to his hearers, putting the stubby old English words ahead of the Latin, and rather flying low along in the intellectual plan of the aggregation that shipped in to pay his salary. But the pew holders were not tipped. They could understand everything he said, and they began to think he was coming. So he studied the situation and decided that if he wanted to win them and make everybody believe he was a nobby and boss minister, he would have to hand out a little guff. He fixed it up good and plentifully. On the following Sunday morning, he got up in the lookout and read a text that didn't mean anything, read from either direction. And then he set up his flock with a dreamy eye and said, "We cannot more adequately voice the poetry and mysticism of our text than in those familiar lines of the great Icelandic poet I cannot forge." When the preacher concluded this extract from the well-known Icelandic poet, he paused and looked downward, breathing heavily through his nose, like a mile in the third act. A stout woman in the front row put on her eyeglasses and leaned forward as not to miss anything. A venerable harness dealer over at the right nodded his head solemnly. He seemed to recognize the quotation. Members of the congregation glanced at one another if to say, "This is certainly hot stuff." The preacher with his brow and said he had no doubt that everyone within the sound of his voice